Most men stay way too long in a relationship they shouldn't be in. Why? Because they think, well, it's not that bad. I can make this work. And they never really looked to see if this woman was a good match for him. Maybe he got with her in high school and he's like, well, we're high school sweethearts, so we got to stay together because we've always been together. Or he's like, well, she's terrible for a while, but then she gets better and then it's okay. But then it's this circle, the circular logic where it's like, well, she keeps getting worse and then she gets better, then she keeps getting worse. And then I ask the guy, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why do you allow this and tolerate this in your life? And so most guys stay in a relationship that they shouldn't be in for way too long because they just don't appreciate themselves. They don't really value what a relationship should be. They don't hold the standard in their relationship for where their woman needs to go to rise with him. And so this video, I'm going to talk about how to tell if you need to bail from the relationship or if you actually need to make it work. My name is Baxter and I help guys in betrayal situations. I've coached thousands of men, tens of thousands of men who come through my doors in one form or another. I've had over 3,000 guys come through the Betrayed to Badass program. And that's what we do. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. Men stay too long in a relationship for one reason. They're afraid. I won't be able to find somebody as hot as her. We've always been together. We've been high school sweethearts. We're married. God doesn't want us to get a divorce. I'm staying together for the kids. Or it's good sometimes, but it's bad a lot of the time. And well, I wake up every day wondering if I should stay with her, but then something happens during the day and then I come back. And these are all signs that you're with somebody who, one, is not emotionally mature enough, or maybe you're not emotionally mature enough to have a healthy adult relationship, or maybe you're just highly incompatible and you just don't want to realize it. Or maybe you're like, well, I don't want to be alone, so I'm just going to stick with her. Or maybe I'll break up with her if I find somebody better comes along. And then now you're just a fucking liar, because if someone else comes along, well, then you're having an emotional affair on her. And so guys stay because of fear. They don't know their value, or they don't want to accept their value, or they don't want to claim their value, and they stay with a woman out of fear because they think they'll never get anybody else, or they won't get anybody just as hot, or hey, I don't get to pick the women pick me. And most guys don't do that. Most guys do not pick the women in their lives. They just pick the best one who happens to show up. And he says, can I make this work? And so there's no standard around this. There's no standard because for this guy, he's a slave to sex. Make no mistake, this man is a slave to sex. If you're having these fears, you're a slave to sex. Why? Because that's the only thing you can only get sex through this one woman. If women were knocking down your door wanting a relationship with you, and they had been doing this all along, you would have picked the best one. But you didn't. You played the game of, well, I can make this work. And the game of I can make this work is a guy who's living in scarcity around sex and attraction around women. And so you stay too long trying to force it, trying to make it work, instead of going after somebody you truly match well with. Instead of saying, you know what, it's better to just be single than to have somebody who's not high compatibility with me. I had to get to this point back in 2015 when my ex-wife was cheating on me, and then I was out there dating again. I was like, you know what, it's not fucking worth it. Unless she is super high compatibility with me, like 95% plus, and she hits all my marks, it's not worth having a long-term committed relationship. I was perfectly prepared to date women for about a year or two, and then when the honeymoon phase ended, I just let it go. Why? Because what's the point? I don't need to be making a woman be a better person. I don't need to be holding her accountable to be awesome in a relationship. She should be self-starting in her spiritual endeavors of becoming the best human version of herself as she can, just like me. If she's not willing to do that, if she's not willing to take her life seriously, if she's not willing to take her spiritual ascension seriously, then how can I meld with her? How can I make her part of my life? I don't want to be looking down on her and saving her. I don't want to be trying to be the teacher or the coach for my wife. I want somebody who can match me well, that we can go together side by side, not having this weird imbalance of incompatibility. I don't want that. And most people don't think about that. Most guys will love to be in a situation where they save the woman, thinking that, hey, if I just save her, she'll love me forever. On the flip side, she looks at you as condescending and like she doesn't have any space to live the way that she wants, or that the way that she lives is judged by you, which it is. And so this is the game that we're playing here. And so all of those things that I just mentioned are signs that you should probably walk away. But if you're in a situation where you're dealing with addiction, in other words, she's addicted to substances, drugs, alcohol, you should leave. If you're in a situation where she's abusive to you, emotionally abusive to you, physically abusive to you, you should leave. If you're in a situation where she's cheated on you, you should leave. Why? Because all three of these scenarios mean that you are so wrapped up in codependency that you cannot separate emotionally from this person while you're in the relationship, and you cannot fix it. The only way you can fix addiction, abuse, or infidelity in a relationship is to walk away. You have become an emotional crutch for this person, and they are leveraging you. They are saying, hey, I will stay with you no matter what as long as you let me do whatever I want. And you're like, baby, as long as you stay with me, I will let you do whatever you want. And you don't really realize you're saying this, but this is exactly what you're saying. I'm sorry you cheated on me, baby. We can make this work. Dude, you just told her you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you don't leave me. Or we'll work on her going to rehab for the 14th fucking time. You're saying, oh, as long as you don't leave me, I'll put up with all this fucking abuse from you. I'll let you hit me. I'll let you verbally abuse me. I'll let you neglect me and the kids. Doesn't matter. Just don't leave me, and I'll keep giving you another fucking chance. This shows the world, and especially your woman, you don't respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, you cannot demonstrate power to her, which means that she cannot find you attractive. She is wired to find power attractive, and when she is more powerful than you wonder why the sex dries up. She can't be more powerful than you in life. The whole reason for being with you is because you are the powerful one. The powerful one creates the security. The powerful one creates the safety. The powerful one creates the cash. And this is what she wants from you. But if she falls into addiction and you let her fall and do all this addiction shit and you do not leave, you're just demonstrating to her that you're not that powerful. If she can cheat on you and that there's no consequences, you just demonstrated to her that she's more powerful. If she can hit you and abuse you emotionally, you're demonstrating the same fucking thing. And so you come to this place like, well, how do I fix my marriage? You don't. You walk away. You walk the fuck away, and you demonstrate to her that you will not be trifled with in this manner. Like, well, I got a lot on the line, Ed. I got a lot of money. We got the kids and stuff. It's like, cool. You're demonstrating to your kids that you're a fucking panty waste. You're demonstrating to your kids that you have no self-respect. Guess what your boys will do? They'll get with women who cheat on them. Well, I can't, Ed. It'll cost me a lot of money. Cool. How much money is your self-respect worth? You really going to play this game? I'll just point it right back at you. You're just not doing the thing that's required because you're falling into the category of like, it's not that bad and I've got time. You can play the game as long as you want, but it's going to hit you in the fucking face somehow or some way, and you're not going to be able to ignore it. It's going to be so intolerable for you. It's going to be so bad, you're not going to be able to ignore it any longer. 3 is you have to have the courage to actually walk away. You have to actually say to yourself, I matter. I matter more than this, and I don't need this in my life. You have to get to a place where take 100% intolerance for bullshit. Until you get there, you're just going to stay stuck in this codependency cycle. It's just how it is. It's just the way it's going to be. And either you'll break it or she'll break it. One of you is racing to the end of this, and you want it to be you first. Because if she's the one who does it, you're going to be like, oh, I failed, and I fucked it up, and I wish I could save my family and stuff. It's like, dude, she just beat you to the punch. Maybe she beat you to the punch by getting with another guy. Maybe she beat you to the punch by filing divorce papers. Either way, she beat you to the punch. You have to be the one, you don't have to necessarily walk away to break the codependency cycle, but you have to be willing to walk away. And you have to fucking mean it. Now again, if you're dealing with addiction, abuse, or cheating, you should just walk away, no questions asked. This is what you have to do. Your entire self-respect is required for this. You're dealing with any of these things, brother. If you need help, and you probably do, because if you knew how to fix this on your own, you would have already done it. Don't go it alone. You can't do it alone. How do I know? Because I see thousands of guys who get stuck in this trap of it's not that bad and I've got time, and you don't have either. If you're dealing with addiction, abuse, narcissism, cheating, you need to join the Broken to Badass program. We'll help you move forward in this very fast. If your relationship is salvageable, it'll be salvageable. But if it's not salvageable, we'll help you move forward as fast as possible. But the process is the same. The process is getting you to step into your power so that you can make an accurate and objective decision that's best for you and your legal future and your children's future. We're not here to try to save your marriage. We're here to save you. We're here to make sure that your kids have the best father possible. Anyways, brother, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one.